Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 3 of Pikmin 2. Last time, we went to the Awakening Woods and completed the Cave of Beasts, where we defeated Empress Bulbulax. So without further ado, let's get going. And we have all 6 treasures from this cave. If you miss any treasures during your first run of a cave, you can go back and you can get the remaining treasure. It's not like, oh, you missed one treasure, so now you gotta collect them all over again. Okay. Now, out of all the days, this is gonna be the one where I'm gonna be rushing the most, because basically, if we don't rush it now, then we'll have to waste another day just trying to get things moving along. With our 200, let's get going. Okay, good, we got that done. Astounding! My metal detectors are reacting violently! What could be down below? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me and press right on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. Though frankly, you would think the ship would be like, screw Louie, and screw half the Pikmin, I'm taking the loot. Yeah, so basically, if you are really in dire straits and you need to get out, because a Pikmin is grabbing onto an enemy, then basically, you can just abandon all your treasure and just get out of the cave. While this isn't exactly desirable, in some caves, this can really save your bacon. So anyways, the White Flower Garden. As you can see, in addition to fire, we also have poison. So since we're seeing all these poison gates, you can probably guess what type of Pikmin we're going to be encountering. And what they do. Okay. So anyways, this cave introduces the void. Do not throw your Pikmin into the void, because if they get thrown into the void, they're not coming out of the void. Okay, so this lore is pretty basic, just you got your grubs. This is more or less to teach you, hey, don't throw enemies and your Pikmin into the void. Oh, for a second there, I thought Pikmin died. But you're sad that you can't do this? That we're just getting generic shoe polish? Brandless shoe polish? Personally, I've always liked the canyon aesthetic of these sort of cave areas. Yeah, no, I can just imagine. Olimar gets tetanus. Olimar doesn't have his tetanus vaccination. It's just he gets tetanus going through this cave. What is wrong, Olimar? Alaka. Too bad it's not on the insurance plan. Alien billboard. Shoe polish. It's generic shoe polish. Okay, let's delve deeper. Okay, White Flower Garden, sub-level 2. So this floor is going to introduce the wondrous concept of... sorry, not the wondrous concept, I cannot talk. It's going to introduce you to fiery blowhogs, enemies from the first game, who basically, they could be deadly. However, in this game, thanks to the wonders of Purple Pikmin, they die. Basically, Purple Pikmin are the bane of any standard enemy. Got a standard enemy? Purple Pikmin, they'll just kill. 25 Purple Pikmin and just nothing will oppose you. Yeah, if only Olimar had Purple Pikmin during the events of the first game. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not risking you over the ledge for a diamond, for some crystal. Okay. Okay. We're all good there. So which group will make it back first? The crystal or the bottle cap? I think the bottle cap has it. I think the bottle cap's got it. Coconut water. Drought ender. Personally, I've never been a fan of coconuts. Petrified Heart. Yeah, too bad this game came out before Super Paper Mario. Otherwise, they could have called it Pure Heart. Or before Hollow Knight, where it could have been just the little crystal heart. Be careful not to throw a Pikmin when trying to interact with the hole. Trust me, that has happened before. I have accidentally thrown a Pikmin into the void because I was just smashing the A button. I'm like, I want to go to the next level. I want to go to the next level. And just boom, Pikmin goes right in the void. Sub-level 3. Now, this level is more or less just like the second sub-level in the Emergence Cave, where it's all about just introducing you to a new type of Pikmin. And as you can see, we have a treasure, but you try to approach it, you get a tutorial from the ship. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could act as a kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. So basically, if you try to leap the sub-level, basically you try to go towards... Sorry, hiccups. If you try to go towards the source of the treasure, you'll find nothing there. That is because that treasure is buried. And your standard the Pikmin that we have, purples and reds, they cannot dig up treasure. Incredible, a white Pikmin. It is tiny, but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. How dare you never encounter them? You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. So basically, White Pikmin, they are while not as useful as purples, they do have utility. For one thing, White Pikmin move the fastest out of any Pikmin type. Even when they're in their leaf form, they can keep up with flowered Pikmin. And when they're in their flower form, they rocket ahead. As such, if you put White Pikmin on duty for carrying an object, they will carry it back no problem whatsoever. So with that said, basically, White Pikmin, and in addition, White Pikmin can also dig up buried treasure. So basically, they're your collectors. Though their real use, ironically enough, comes from when they are consumed by enemies. If a White Pikmin is consumed by an enemy, it will deal a good chunk of damage to them. However, it will result in the White Pikmin, of course, being lost. You gotta get gamma tape. Amazing, the White Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allowed them to sense objects buried in the dirt. And then once the treasure gets unearthed, once it starts to get unearthed, then the other Pikmin can take over. So anyways, let's head over here. This is the only treasure on this floor. As you can see, the whites are doing a pretty good job of carrying things over. Okay, how far are they from the area? Okay, they're right about there. Super Stick Textile. How is this worth less than a bottle cap? It's a big roll of tape that has plenty of stick left to it, but then again, it's just gamma tape. Okay, let's go. Okay, so anyways, poison jets. White Pikmin are immune to poison. So basically, toss them in, and they can do the job. Okay. I like to be on the safe side. Because frankly, you can never really trust the Pikmin and their instincts. Okay. Thankfully, there are no enemies on this floor. Just poison. Okay, good. They're bringing it back. Toxic Toadstool. Yeah, just want to be on the safe side. Knights of the Night Lip Balm. Survival Ointment. Okay, we're all good there. I always get paranoid when going through these holes. Because I'm always freaking out. I'm thinking, am I missing a treasure? Am I missing a treasure? Am I going to have to go back for a treasure? Am I going to have to go back for a treasure? Anyways, I think this is going to be the final floor for this one. Yep, it's the final sub-level. So anyways, for this one, I am not going to want to bring my whites nor my purples. Because basically, this next boss is, while it's a familiar one, it's one that I don't exactly trust them to be around. I don't want to run the risk of just losing my good Pikmin. I'd rather lose the reds that we can basically just get more of with ease. So anyways, for this next one, you know him, you love him. It's the Snagret. The Burrowing Snagret. I'm not risking this. Okay, go, get on. Okay, there we go. As you can see, the Burrowing Snagret is a lot easier than it was in the first game. And frankly, that's the case of a lot of the repeat bosses that you basically find. Where basically, hey, it was from Pikmin 1, it was a harder enemy, now it's relatively easy. Well done, Captain Olimar, you defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Oh no, don't tell me that treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So anyways, yeah, while I could have gone in with the purples, it's just, I always find it easier just to deal with the Burrowing Snagret with the reds, because it's honestly not that powerful an enemy. It's not like, oh, I need to rush it. And plus, the reds are a lot more maneuverable, and they're a lot more expendable, because you can basically just grind their numbers up with just the onion. So while they're not as powerful as the purples, basically, they're still arguably your preferred cannon fodder. 5-man knapsack. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have unoccupied time interval, press the R stick to take a nap. Basically what this can be used for is to bring your captain back to the onion. Just having a Pikmin carry him back. With your White Pikmin, you can just whisk right back, no issue. However, where the real utility is for this item is in glitch work. Because basically, you glitch it just right, you can use it to skip, you can use it as essentially a makeshift jump button. Okay. Nope, nothing. Okay. So anyways, what we're going to want to do is we're going to rush things. Okay, we got everything in this cave. 600 Pokos. Now, for this next part of the day, we're going to want to just speed along, because we're on a bit of a tight clock. Okay, so anyways, let's go. Okay, we're going to want to head all the way back over here. And going to want to abandon every last last white Pikmin counts. And we're going to want to use our spicy spray. This will make it where the Pikmin work faster, they hit harder, and basically, you want to crack down a gate faster, you can do it. Astounding! The heads of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin speed and attack power. What a discovery! Okay. That way we can just start working on farming some more. Like in the first Pikmin game, if the Pikmin are right next to the ship / onions, by the time the day ends, they'll just go automatically back in. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Come on, crack it down. Crack it down. And with that one additional white Pikmin, we have saved the day. Okay, let's go. Okay, good. That way we can just throw them over. Almost there, and there. Right on time. Fascinating! This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Okay. Iridescent Flint. Okay, we got Flint Beetle. Basically, like in Pikmin 1, you can basically just use it to get some nectar. Okay, good. Okay, got this bulb. Pilgrim bulb. Okay, are there any Pikmin left behind? No, we're good there. Geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmised, this chip contains additional topographical data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall name it the Survey Chart. And a third of the debt has been collected. Has been paid off. Okay, we really don't have that much time, so we'll just wait until... We'll just wait, see if that comes back. If we can get some more nectar. Come on. We don't have enough time. Or maybe we do. Or, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. Call up your Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion and yourselves into my hole so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin, your squad will enter the onion on their own at day's end, so call them all to you. Okay, perfect timing. Okay, I think we did pretty well today. We basically got all the treasures that we could get that are currently at our disposal. And we increased our purple Pikmin count, we increased our whites, and we also got some spicy spray. Yeah, as you can see, when you get enough treasure in a single day, the game gets really triumphant. Meanwhile, if you get barely anything, it's very middling, where it's like, oh, you didn't do enough, you deserve no praise, you put in no effort, you put in no work. Today's report. 2,000 treasure. Very nice. Good work so far. I hereby promote R2 to assistant manager. Press X to divide work and Y to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. What is with your eyes? What is with your eyes? It's like he's seen past the threshold. Okay. So, next time we'll go to the perplexing pool. Anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. Your great viewer, and I hope you guys for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.